Tinashe. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Today we actually have a different type of video. This is something that I've really wanted to film for a while. So today what we're going to talk about is 10 things that we can, do more of to just make sure that we're healthy, especially right now in 2021. I mean, 2020 was a really, really tough year for everyone, for most people anyway. Really tough year. So honestly thinking, in the grand scheme of things, you don't want a situation whereby 2021 you also look back and you don't do things differently. So these are some of the things that we can do in 2020 that will make us just be more healthy. So what I've learned with regards to being healthy is that just small things that you can do actually go a long way. It doesn't need to be something really big, really grand that you can do, but small things that you can work towards that will make you just be healthy. At times you may not see the effects immediately, but with time definitely you'll see those effects. So today we have a video for just 10 things that we can do to make sure that we are healthy. The first thing is definitely food wise, just eating a balanced diet. A balanced diet contains things like carbohydrates, proteins, and vitamins. So you have to make sure that at least what you're eating, if it's breakfast, if it's lunch, if it's supper, make sure that there's some carbohydrate there. Carbohydrate can be the form of, say for example, you can have some ugali slash pap slash sadza, which is made from milimu, maybe some rice, that's also carbohydrates. Things like potatoes, that's also carbohydrates. And then you can also do proteins. Proteins should also be in your, at least what you're eating. Proteins comes in the form of meat, which can be, say, beef, pork, chicken. Protein can also come in the form of things like grains, legumes. Just to be more specific, things like beans. There's so many varieties of beans: soya beans, butter beans, etc. Things like lentils, that sort of a thing. Those are plant-based proteins that you can also use in your meal. And then also now vegetables. Vegetables can come in the form of spinach, cabbage, carrots, those type of vegetables. So it will be important for you, for say when you're eating, you have that on your plate. You know that your meal is balanced. It has the carbohydrates, it has the proteins, and it also has some vitamins. You can also add things that you normally wouldn't say have all the time, like some fats, like say in the form of avocado. Avocado is really good as well. You can also add that to your diet. The other thing that you can do is portion control. I know last year some people had been homebound because of lockdown. Some people have also been working from home. Other people have been looking for jobs and stuff in their houses. There's something about eating from home that would make someone not really look at the portions that they're eating due to various things, maybe stress, etc. You'd find that for some people, you end up eating portions that are too much, bigger than usual, and maybe it's because you're in the comfort of your own home. So you really need to be very cognizant of just controlling your portions, making sure that you take a keen eye on what's on your plate. If it is a situation whereby you are served some food, maybe try and serve yourself, so that you put what you can eat and what you can finish. I know human nature, when it comes to when you're looking at food, you think you're really hungry, very hungry, and then you serve yourself a lot of food. Take that into consideration, that you need to just watch your portions, because at times, I mean, if you're home, you're very inactive, so you don't really need to eat as much as you normally would if you were, say, outside the house and doing a bit more activity. The other thing which has really been a lifesaver for me right now is just drinking tons of water. I know there is actually something called too much water, and some people actually suffer from that. You'd find that if you drink too much water, you get, you swell and stuff like that. Drinking at least 2 liters a day, making sure that at least you finish the 2 liters a day. I remember for me, I used to have like those smaller bottles, like 500 ml containers that you just have. And what I noticed was, with those containers, it is a bit difficult for me to track that I've drank 4 of them. So the last time we went for a hike, we were forced to buy 1 liter bottles, and I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver, because I know I just need to drink 2 of these, just 2 of these, and I'm okay. two of these, you're okay. You've done your 2 liters already, because it's already 1 liter. So if you're that person who finds it difficult to track their water consumption and stuff, I would highly recommend you just buy a reusable bottle, maybe preferably 1 liter, and you just make sure that you drink 2 of those every single day. It really goes a long way. You'd find that your bowel movement is a bit better. Your skin, it really works really well for your skin. Yeah, try it and let me know. Just 2 liters of water every single day, and then I'm sure you'll see some differences. Moving swiftly to the next thing, health is not really physical, but it's also your mind. So just to touch on some things that you can do with regards to your mind, just growing that strong bone of health within your mind, it's just reading. Reading is actually a very good thing. Like I know for me, I've really been slacking on that, but that's something that I really want to work consciously towards in 2021. So just read books, read all manner of things. Don't be limited as to say your field of work, etc. If something interests you, if art interests you, if flowers interest you, if anything interests you, actually, you can read about it, and you'll be surprised at the knowledge base that you'll have in your head. When you're having conversations with someone, and then you just start speaking about something like that, and it just looks like you're very intelligent. And then also, reading can also just touch on things such as creativity within you. Maybe for instance, it might spark your interest with regards to starting a business, or doing something better. Say it can be a productivity hack that you've been working towards, and now you are able to do it because you've had an idea from just reading, finding out what's out there, what people's thoughts are. And reading does not really have to be a book. It can be an article. Then the other thing that you can do is actually starting to just follow current affairs. I know current affairs can be a hit and miss for some people. It can be very depressing, especially say for me. I remember with regards to the COVID numbers, there came a time whereby I really got anxious. I would really get anxious every time when I'm listening to, say for example, the president's address, when I'm listening to BBC and they're talking about numbers for COVID going up. That really made me so anxious. But that does not remove you from the fact that at least you need to know what's happening within your environment. You need to know what is happening within your economy. So try that. Just follow up current affairs. You'd find that you do not feed only your mind. You also are very much aware. You're very much in touch with what's happening around you. That's also something that I know that I need to work on. Then the other thing to do is to avoid toxic relationships. If 2020 has not taught you that, you already have so much on your plate, like you really do not need toxic relationships in your life as well. So try and avoid those as much as possible, because they'll stress you out. And if you're stressed, you'd find that so many things start emanating from that stress. Like say for example, you start getting headaches, etc. So just make sure that you reduce your stress level by avoiding toxic people, toxic relationships. Then the other thing, this one definitely had to be here, and it is exercise. Gosh, I fall short on exercise as well, but that's something that I've also just been trying to work towards. And just to break it down a little bit, try and do some stretches. 10-minute stretches. Get a tutorial from YouTube. There are very many things that you can also get from Pinterest, some exercises that they can show, some stretches and the like, and then take something that suits you. Because in as much as yes, you might be exercising, you really need your muscles to stretch as well. I learned that so much in 2020, because you're very immobile, you're in your house, and really you're not moving as much. Stretch and just exercise. Look for some routine that you can follow. Can be a 10-minute routine. And then thing is, you really do not need to do the 10 minutes. I've noticed that at times when I pick say a YouTube exercise routine to follow, and I'm not able to reach, say for example they was 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and I'm not able to reach 20-30 minutes, at times you'd feel a bit encouraged, and it will really show how unfit you are. But imagine just keep following, just tracking your progress. If today you manage to do 5 minutes, that's okay. Tomorrow you'll be surprised and you'll be able to do 6 minutes, 7 minutes, up until you surprise yourself, you get to 10 minutes and then you finish the whole routine. So in the same light, I know there's some people who drive. At times, don't drive, just walk. Because it's very easy for you to just drive from one place to another and not walk at all. So it means if you're in your house, you're very immobile. Now you get into your car, you're also still immobile. So at what point are you working out? What time are you moving really? So at times, if you really do not need to drive, just walk. Yeah, that can be something that you can actually actively do, just to keep healthy and to just keep your heart moving and your body active. The other thing you can do is actually just have a hobby. Hobbies, I remember when you were young, you'd be asked, oh, what is your hobby, etc, etc, right? But as you get to be an adult, that question really doesn't come up, does it? But you see, it's very important. What 2020 has actually taught me personally is that you really need an outlet. You need some form of outlet just for your sanity, for your health. And you can try out so many various things. The good thing is you have the luxury of being an adult. You're not a child anymore. So you can just, do things that spark interests, things that you like to do. If you really, say for example, if you like cars, if you're a car person, you can be doing, I don't know, pimping your ride or something, because that's something that really sparks interest in you. So very many people have different vices. For me, I'm still, just discovering. I did some knitting. I did plants. Just look for a hobby that you really enjoy doing and then go with it. Thing is, no one is really looking at you to see how you've progressed and monitoring that. It's just for you, just for your sanity. So try that. Just try a hobby and then run with it. The other thing that I can add here is do something nice for someone. It can be anyone. Just do something nice for someone. It can be a kind word. It can be a listening ear. It can be anything. Just do something nice for someone. Move out of yourself and just do something nice for someone. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel a bit, more human, that you can touch someone in various forms. So yeah, do something nice for someone. It would actually help you to have that feel good hormone come out of you, because you've done something for someone that is really nice. Then lastly, spend time with people who spark joy in your life, people who support you, people who love you. It can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be your spouse, it can be anyone. Just make sure that you spend time with them when it's possible. If you're not able to spend time with them, a phone call here and there would actually help, a text here and there as well. So just make sure that you spend time with people who love you. So guys, this marks the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Happy 2021. Bye.